And bam, there you go. The connection has been successful. And there you go. Credentials successfully created. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you make client onboarding as easy and painless as humanly possible. The goal is to make it so that our client can just hit a link and then click approve, and everything will be finished for them. To do that, we need to go to Google Cloud Console and create a master key. Now that we're here, we're going to go ahead and create a new project. So go ahead and click on New Project. We're going to name this project Simple Client Onboarding. And the location is just going to be no organization. Go ahead and hit create. And just like that, we have created our project. Now, all we need to do is enable the Google Calendar API. So go over to the search bar here and click API, and it'll pop up with APIs and services. Click on that. Next, click on the simple client onboarding that we just created. Next, we need to click Enable APIs and Services. Now we just need to search for the Google Calendar API. Click on Google Calendar API, then click on Enable. Now for the important part. To use this API, you may need credentials. So we're going to click on Create Credentials. The API that we're using is obviously Google Calendar API. The type of data that we will be accessing is user data. Go ahead and click Next. And here is where we will add the app name. This needs to be something professional, such as the name of your agency. Next, enter in your support email. Next, we need to upload the logo for your AI agency. This is important because, as you can see here, this is your logo. It helps people recognize your app and is displayed on the OAuth consent screen. In other words, this is going to be the logo that is displayed to your clients when they're going to sign up with you. So go ahead and hit Browse, then select your logo and hit Open. After that, go down a little bit more, and here we're just going to enter in our email address one more time. Once that is done, go ahead and hit Save and Continue. These scopes are optional, as you can see here, so go ahead and skip that, go down and hit Save and Continue. Next, we need to set up our application type. Go ahead and click on here. It's going to be a web application. Then we're going to go ahead and give it a name that just makes it easy for us to recognize. I'm going to go ahead and name it what we named earlier. Next, we're going to scroll down to this section saying Authorized Redirect URIs. And as you can see, it's saying for use with requests from a web server. A web server in this case that we're using is going to be n8n. So go ahead and click on this plus to add a URI. And this URI is going to be directly from n8n. So go ahead and go over to n8n. And if you have not already, just create a node that has a Google node so that we can go ahead and create that credential. Double click on the Google Calendar node. And here it's going to ask us to basically create a new credential. So click on Create New Credential. And as you can see, it is giving us the OAuth redirect URL in Google Calendar. Use the URL above when prompted to enter an OAuth callback or redirect URL. So that is exactly what we need to go ahead and copy and then go back over to Google Cloud to paste into this field right here. Now, once that is done, go ahead and scroll down and hit Create. All right, so it's saying your OAuth consent screen has been configured. So now it's all perfectly done. Now we can just hit done. All right, so now that it is done, go ahead and click on credentials, and you will see that your OAuth 2.0 client ID has been successfully created with the name that we just gave it. And now all that there's left to do is to get the client ID and the client secret to pass back into n8n. So go ahead and click on this one right here. As you can see, it's going to show you your exact client ID and your exact client secret. So go ahead and copy this over and paste it over into n8n. Same thing with the client secret. Go ahead and hit copy client secret and paste into n8n. All right, so once that is done, a button is going to pop up allowing you to sign in with Google. I'm going to show you exactly how that works. So once you click on this, you're going to get a pop-up that basically shows you a URL, and it's going to allow you to sign in with all of your email addresses. And this URL is actually going to be what you copy and send it to your client so that they can basically get this pop-up and then sign in using their own credentials so that you'll never have to basically see their password and it's completely secure. But if we were to try to sign in right now, it would not work because our app is still in testing mode and we have not added any email addresses as a tester. So I'm going to show you exactly what that's going to look like right now. So let's go ahead and try it. And it's basically going to say access blocked. It has not yet completed the Google verification progress. It can only be accessed by developer approved testers. So all that we need to do now is go back and add an email address, in this case, the client's email address as a tester. We're going to do that right now. Go ahead and go back into Google Cloud Console. And then we're going to click on audience over here on the left side. And as you can see, this is the section where we can basically add a test user. So go ahead and click on add users. And then we're going to enter in the client's email address here so that basically we can connect to their Google Calendar using n8n. So just to demonstrate how this works, I'm going to use my email address and then just show that it actually connects. So, all right, so once you've entered in the client's email address, go ahead and hit save here. All right, then go back to n8n and we're going to try it again. But since now that the email has been added as an approved tester, it should work. So go ahead and click on sign in with Google. And as I was saying earlier, you're just going to basically copy this URL and send it over to the client so that they can reach this pop-up and then type in their credentials to basically log in. But just for today's purposes, I'm going to show how it works using my own email. So I'm going to click on here. Then it's saying Google hasn't verified this app. You've been giving access to an app that's currently being tested. You should only continue if you know the developer that invited you. So go ahead and click continue. So here it is just requesting the scopes that are going to be required to make changes to your Google Calendar. So go ahead and hit select all, then scroll down and hit continue. And bam, there you go. The connection has been successful. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is exactly how you connect to your client's Google Calendar in just a few minutes as easily and frictionless as possible. All right, so next we need to connect with the client's CRM. And same thing here, we're gonna make it as easy and frictionless as possible. So in this video, we're going to use HubSpot as an example. Go ahead and double click on any HubSpot node and then go ahead and hit create a new credential. As you can see, these are our three options. The easiest way to do it here is by using an app token. All that they need to do is basically create a private app in their HubSpot and then give you the app token. However, that might seem like a lot of steps to them. So to make it extremely easy, go ahead and go to this Google document, which I'm going to give to you. Basically, you're going to send them this email that's going to give them all the steps that they need to do. And actually, it's only going to take about 60 seconds, so it's actually extremely easy to do. All right, so as you can see, the first step is to go to HubSpot and then go to the private apps section. So just go ahead and go to HubSpot, then click on log in. Once you've logged in, you're going to see the homepage looks like this. Then they're going to click on this gear that's going to bring them to the settings. Then they're going to go to integrations and click on private apps. Here, they're going to have the ability to create a private app. So go ahead and click on that. Here, you're going to be able to enter in the name for the app. Typically, this is going to be the name of your agency so that later on, if they need to delete it for whatever reason, they know exactly which one to delete. All right, so once that has been inputted, go ahead and move on to scopes. So they're going to go ahead and click on add a new scope. Now, your clients probably don't even know what scopes are, so we're going to make it easy for them, and basically it's going to be all in that email. So go ahead and scroll down, and in the email, they're going to see that the scopes that they need to add are going to be contacts, read and write, and deals, read and write. So we're going to go back over to HubSpot, and as I said earlier, it's going to be contacts, read and write. So go ahead and hit activate, update. And then we're going to add some more scopes, and it's going to be called deals, and it's going to be objects, deals, read and write. So it's going to be these two, then go ahead and click update. And there you go. As you can see, all of the scopes have been properly loaded up, and then it has enabled us to basically create the app. So they're going to click on create app. Now it's saying you are about to create a new private app. This will generate an access token that can be used to view or update your HubSpot account data. Be sure to only share this token with those you trust to safely access your HubSpot data. Do not share it any public websites or store it in a public repository. Go ahead and click continue creating. And there it is, your private app was created. All you need to do now is basically hit show token and then copy that token. All right, so once our client has copied their app token, all that there is left to do is for them to send it to us, the agency owner, in a secure way. So not email, not text, but in a secure way. How do we do that? Go to a website called OnetimeSecret.com. All right, now once we're here, you can see that it's saying type your secret message here. So this is exactly where they're going to paste that app token, and then click on create link. This is going to create a link that can only be accessed once. And that's why it's so secure. They're going to send that link to you in either email or Zoom chat or whatever it might be. And that's when you're going to get that app token. And then after you've gotten the app token, it's going to be completely erased forever. Then obviously after you have copied that app token from them, go back to n8n, and then this is where you're going to be pasting that app token, and then you're going to hit save, and there you go. Credentials successfully created, connection tested successfully. I've just shown you how to connect to your client's HubSpot or whatever CRM. It works for every CRM very easily in just 60 seconds. So real quick, let's just recap what we did today. Basically, we went to Google Cloud Console, we created a new project, then we set up the Google Calendar API, created our app, and then we added their email to the test users. And remember, it is important to do this before you send them that URL so that they're not seeing any errors. Next, we went ahead and sent them this really nice email that basically shows them exactly how to set it up in HubSpot. So they're gonna go to HubSpot, they're gonna log in, they're gonna go to private apps, they're gonna create that private app, they're going to copy their app token, then they're going to go to OnetimeSecret, paste it in here, create that link, and then send it right back to you. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you make client onboarding as easy and painless as humanly possible. So if you want that document, go ahead and go to my Skool community, then click on YouTube prompts, and basically I'm going to make a post. Just click in and hit download, and that's going to be the email that you're going to send to your clients. Also, if you have any questions, go ahead and click on community discussion, and you can ask any questions that you want, and I'll make sure that you get all the answers that you need. Finally, guys, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit like and subscribe. And if you haven't started the free full 3-hour course that teaches you how to build and sell AI voice agents, go ahead and start that right now. It's probably going to be the most important skill that you ever learn in your entire life. So again, if you want to see more useful tutorials like this, hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.